Welcome to this video on how to build the Aspire Robotics BattleBox Flipper robot. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you read the safety information on the back of the sheet. There's some very important stuff in here to keep you safe, especially if you're new to robotics. This is great information to know. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do when you open your kit is get out your battery. And we want to charge this so then it's ready to use. So your kit comes with a charger, and simply plug the battery into the charger. And then we also want to make sure we put the battery into this LiPo-safe charging bag. And we do this because since this is a LiPo battery, there is a small chance, especially when it's charging, that it can catch on fire. And if we have it inside this safety bag, that means the fire cannot spread and it will all be contained inside here. So we always want to make sure we have it inside this bag when we're charging. So you can go put that on the charger. Now in every kit, you also get a free Aspire Robotics Remove Before Battle tag or keyring. And now, so before we do that, each kit comes with a development board, a servo motor, 2 drive motors, 2 wheels, and some screws. So the first thing we want to do is put in our drive motors. So grab your 3D printed body. This will either come with the kit or you can get the files for free on our website and print them yourself. Now, to get the motors on, it's pretty simple. You just slide them into this gap here and you just push them through just like that. And then next you can grab your wheel. You want to use the end with the little knob on it, and you want to find the flat spot of the shaft and line it up with the flat spot on the wheel, just like that. And then you can push it on that easy. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Push the motor in. Find the flat spot, line it up, and push it up, just like that. Easy peasy. Next, we want to grab our Aspire Robotics development board. And we want to put this into the robot. And it goes on the left side here where we have that little hole. And the reason we have that hole is that you can use your screwdriver, which comes in the kit, to switch that switch on and off. So next we want to plug in our motors. 1 and 1 and 2, just like that. And now we're ready to turn on the robot. So we need to grab our battery off charge, unplug it, and the battery sits in the robot just like that, and we can plug the battery in. Now before we turn it on the controller, we have the plugs that everything plugs into. This plug here at the top is for your servo motor, which we'll look at soon. It also comes with the on-off switch, which you can use the bottom of the robot to switch on and off. It comes with a blue LED, which indicates if the robot is on and what state it's in. And it comes with this pair button right here. And we'll use that the first time we connect it up with our controller, which is what we're going to do now. So we're going to turn the robot on just like that. And we're going to press the pair button. And you'll notice that it's currently flashing, and then once we press the pair button, it will start double flashing. And that means it's in pairing mode. So we can grab our controller, press and hold the middle button for about 3 to 5 seconds until the LEDs start to rapidly flash. And now your controller is also in pairing mode, and just like that, it's connected. And now we can test the robot by going forward, backwards, left and right, just like that. And our robot's working, which is great. Now the next step is we'll leave the robot on and we're going to test and set up the servo motor. So inside the pack, you get your servo motor, and you also get a little packet full of all these horns and screws. So I'll undo that. And what you're going to be looking for is this horn right here. So put that there, and we're going to want the screws and this little black screw. Now we're going to grab the flipper of the robot, and you'll notice that the horn, it fits right in there just like that. And you want to make sure you have the teeth, the little teeth of the horn sticking outwards, and that's so it can sit onto the servo motor. So next we can also grab our screwdriver like that, and we can screw this horn on to make sure it doesn't fall off. Now that screw can be a little bit hard to put in sometimes, so if you have your own larger screwdriver at home, I would recommend using that. Now, the next step we need to do is insert the servo motor into the robot. But before we do that, we want to make sure that the servo motor is in the right position. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the cable, we're going to plug it into the robot, and I'll just turn this off quickly so you can see better. Plug it into the robot, and we want to have the black cable of the servo motor to the left. Just like that. And now I'll switch the robot back on and let them connect. Sweet. Now, on the controller, we use these left triggers here to move the servo. And we want to press this one on the bottom to make sure the servo is in the down position. So if it's up, we want to press that one and make sure it's in the down position. And once we've done that, you want to face the servo motor straight on, and you want to plug on the arm just like that, so it's sort of flat with the bottom of the servo motor. And again, we can use our screwdriver and grab our little black screw, and we can place it in the hole, and this will screw the horn onto the servo motor so it can't come off. Just like that. Now we can grab our servo motor and watch carefully as it just slides into the body, just like that, and we will see the bottom will push through. If I get it lined up. The bottom will push through just like that. Just like that, your servo motor is in. So now we can test to make sure this flipper works. So again, we'll press the up and down. So next step is to screw everything in. So I'll just turn the robot off quickly. So we'll start on the bottom. We can grab out our 4 screws that come in the kit. And we can grab one. And this first one can be used to attach the bottom of the servo motor. So we'll push it in like that and use our screwdriver to screw it in. Next, we can push these wires in and grab our top case. Straighten that up. We can place the top case on, grab our screw, and screw it down just like that. And we can do the same with the top two. And now we can use our screwdriver to turn on the robot. The blue LED will flash. We can turn on the controller again. They will connect up. And now we can drive around. Thank you.